Chase.
Latia. Welcome to Lonely Friends.
Welcome to Lonely Friends.
We are here to hopefully make it a little bit less lonely for those listening. And hopefully at some point you consider us your best friends. Your best podcast friends.
Your best podcast friends. Yeah.
I think I'm better suited to be a friend, by the way. That's something I've been thinking about. Better friend than partner, obviously.
I think it's something worth trying for you, for sure. Try being a friend.
Try
platonic friendship.
I'm back into the platonic friendship world. I'm basically Mormon again. Okay, so welcome back to episode 3. We have a lot of great things to discuss. It's a crazy time of year. I feel like the news is just blowing my mind every single day. Where should we start?
Also, holidays.
Christmas is right around the corner. It's like 60 degrees in Utah, so that's weird.
We're probably releasing this after Christmas, but it's worth discussing because I feel like Christmas kind of bleeds into the month of January too.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys keep your tree up?
You know, my mom is a big time take the tree down. Like,
that doesn't surprise me.
yeah, she's on top of it. But I think
Natalie runs a tight ship.
She does. And I think that you can leave the Christmas lights up till January, to quote our queen, T. Swift.
The queen.
But I think if you leave them up till February, you're a terrorist. Yeah.
Terrorist, okay.
If you,
War crimes if you leave your tree up.
If you have your lights up and it's February and it's all of a sudden, I guess nowadays you have the lights that become, you can just change the
What about
color.
outside lights?
Oh, get them down.
Get them down.
Get them out of here. You're ruining Christmas.
Okay.
It's supposed to be December, but I don't know. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I like leaving the tree up just because it's such a hassle. It's more out of laziness than anything else.
Totally.
It's such a hassle to put up. So once it's up, I think stay up for a bit. But
January-ish, you take it down.
I'm also like, January is like blank slate, new year, new me type vibes. So I want it down. I want to do a deep clean, and I want to kind of
just
start fresh.
You don't want to be rushed into it, but also
because Christmas starts in October now.
Oh,
essentially,
which is just gross.
Like Black Friday just starts before Halloween.
People that put up their tree in October, I have a serious problem with.
What about it offends you specifically?
It's just you're doing the thing where there's supposed to be a special time of year, and you dilute that when you put your tree up for Q4.
I agree. I want it to be special, and I think it's only special if it's to me it's more about the weather.
Yeah.
Because in Utah we have absolutely, like, it's Christmas season when it's cold outside, like when I have to wear a jacket, when I have to wear a coat. And so if I can still walk out in a t-shirt, it's not time to put a Christmas tree up. The Christmas tree feels odd.
It's quite strange, though, the weather that we're having. It's very nice. It's still like 60 degrees.
Do you have Christmas traditions?
We do. We have Christmas traditions. My mom is the tradition queen, and she makes Christmas so very fun. But like Christmas Eve, we'll do a little talent show for the kiddos. What's
your talent?
Well, I have a myriad of talents that I could share, and I don't like.
What's your talent that's appropriate for a Christmas family talent show?
Fair. That limits it down. I probably this year gonna do what I've been doing ever since Thanksgiving, and I'm just gonna sing my favorite song on the Wicked soundtrack for my family.
Okay. Yeah, Chase is in a big Wicked phase right now.
Obsessed.
Yeah, he's back in it.
I love it.
He's back in Oz.
Yeah, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande occupy like 40% of my brain right now.
What character in Oz do you resonate with the most?
Fiyero.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, kind of an idiot, stupid a little bit. People think he's stupid.
Dancing through life.
Down at Lake Effect. Yeah, that is so true. And then, but I love Elphaba, who I'm trying to find who that is. Clearly not Miranda. She was Glinda, I think.
I don't know. I think Miranda has some Elphaba vibes.
Oh,
she's not a go with the grain girl.
She does. Yeah, she is wicked. No, she's not.
She's one to stand up and
she is
and speak up.
Yeah, I don't know who Miranda's kind of a complex. I don't know that she fits. You know who? I was doing a Secret Lives thing on like Who's Who, and you know who actually is Glinda?
Oh, I saw that cameo. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know who is actually Glinda though from the cast?
Who?
You'll know it. It's Jessie.
Oh, really?
She's just teeny tiny.
Yeah.
I love so nothing
Yeah,
makes me
I
laugh
could see
harder
it.
than it was like Miranda and Macy and Layla, and then there's just like Jessie, and she's just like, oh, she's so tiny.
I think Jessie's like spicy Glinda.
Oh yeah, spicy
Yeah.
Glinda, but she's just a queen, and like she runs the show, you know, the empire that is Jay-Z Styles. Can You Handle 22 Inches? Phenomenal billboard, by the way. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
No, she's incredible.
She's smart.
Built for this.
What about you? What about any traditions on your end? Do you guys have anything fun you do?
We hide a pickle in our tree. We have like whoever.
What?
Yeah, we hide a pickle. It's like an ornament, like a pickle ornament, and whoever can find.
I was like, just a pickle?
And no, it's a pickle ornament, and whoever finds it gets to like open the first present.
And it's just in the tree. So you guys like ready, set, go, and you have to like go. Oh,
and I have 3 brothers, so I always sat it out, and
Yeah,
I was always like, I'll wait my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was fun for them.
Oh, I love the pickle. I've never heard of that.
And then we open PJs the night before.
Yes.
On Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we do that too.
And we read the nativity story.
What is your go-to PJ? Like, what do you get to pick your PJs?
We get to pick PJs. Growing up, I was very loyal to Victoria's Secret.
The best.
Yeah. And the pink ears,
Yes.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then lately, I am very into Cozy Earth. I love Cozy Earth PJs, the softest PJs. Yeah.
Haven't had the pleasure
And
of
Skims. I
trying
love
those.
Skims too.
Oh, Skims. Wow. I didn't even think about that. Skims jam.
And Skims has really good holiday prints too.
They send you also like a pair of the Bush underwear?
You know,
Because I'd be open to maybe a care package.
let's get Chase a pair of Bush underwear.
That was the most crazy guerrilla marketing I've ever seen. Kim stays winning.
She stays winning, and she stays creative marketing.
Creative.
Yeah.
Yes.
PR queen.
PR queen. Love that. Hope everyone has a fun holiday tradition that they're doing here soon. I love Christmas. It's like, I think Christmas is such a fun day because you open presents obviously with your family. And then if you're like me, we just hang out all day. We just relax, watch the game. There's football games on now. My kiddos play with their toys. I take like 4 or 5 naps. I space it out throughout the day. And then when I'm not sleeping, I am just laying on the couch. So like my resting heart rate for the day is
Pretty bad. You're not getting your steps in.
It's pretty comatose.
I'm not getting my steps in on Christmas.
Oh, heavens no.
No.
I am against any form of exercise or walking on Christmas Day.
Christmas is a day of rest.
What
about New Year's resolutions?
Oh,
do you do those?
Bunch. I do. I always have a few, and I try to stick to them as long as I can. Your boys didn't. I'm doing dry January.
Oh, love.
Yeah,
that's appropriate.
I really need to do that.
Yeah.
I really, really need to do that. And I actually started because I told my mom, I was like, hold me to this. I'm going to start as of like 2 days ago. So your boy's 2 days sober.
Love it. How's it going?
Not to brag. It's going good.
Everybody congratulate Chase. He's 2 days sober.
Thanks, guys. It's just, it needs to happen. So dry January, platonic friendships. I want to be friends with people that I love and care about without being fuckboy. I'm trying to be more of a fuck man next year than a fuck boy.
What about just man?
That's the next year.
Okay.
That's 2027.
That's 2027
You
vibes.
can't skip the evolutionary.
Baby steps.
Yeah. So anyways, what about you? What are your...
My resolutions, I think I want to be more open. I'm pretty...
Love.
Yeah, I'm pretty closed off. I'm big on protecting my peace, and while I think that's important, I've definitely mastered it.
Yeah.
And I think I saw something the other day from this therapist that I follow on Instagram that was like, protecting your peace is good to an extent, especially when you are kind of recovering from a situation of chaos.
Sure.
But at a certain point, you're not growing because you're constantly protecting yourself. Yeah, exactly. You're in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And so it's like that cliche saying of there's no growth in the comfort zone and no comfort in the growth zone.
Love.
So I think I'm going to push myself out
Love
of
that.
the comfort zone. This podcast is part of it. I feel very vulnerable talking
We love
long
this.
form. And yeah,
I'm obsessed.
that's something
because-
you're good at.
Well,
you're good at,
maybe to a fault. I think that's why we have a good
Yeah.
little our dynamic is good because I do think that it's easier to break into the Pentagon than it is to disturb Latia's peace. Having known you,
truly. Yeah.
I think that it's you're more likely to break into the Louvre and steal some jewelry than you are to disturb Latia's peace. And I
Truly.
have tried to disturb your peace a number of times with to no avail.
Yeah.
I love that. I think that putting yourself in uncomfortable situations or just stepping outside your comfort zone is a great one.
Trying new things.
Trying new things. That's a great one. I'll bet you a lot of people can relate to that.
I wouldn't go as far as to say it's a year of yes for me, but I want to say
Add one
it's
of
a year
those.
of potentially.
A year of like, let me mull it over.
Yeah.
And like maybe.
And I also have kind of like just the standard like get hotter and
Get hotter.
yeah.
I think that's on my list too.
Yeah.
Just get hotter.
Yeah.
Just kind of be a little bit vain in that
If you're not
regard.
getting hotter, you're getting uglier.
Yeah. True. There's no you don't sit on the fence of that. Gonna try to get hotter.
Hotness is a downward escalator.
I'm hoping that as I drink less that will do good things for my my body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need to probably prioritize health more than I have been. A year of yes.
Do you have any, so you want to have more platonic friends?
I just think that I was thinking about this. I think I'm really good at being friends with people. I think when I'm just
I
friends
agree.
with them, people like me and I don't hurt anyone's feelings. But when it comes into
Well-
for the most part,
Okay.
maybe sometimes I hurt people's feelings, but that's also something I'm working on. But I think that I am very girlfriend, boyfriend oriented. And so if I like hanging out with someone, generally I advance that to like, oh, should we date? And you do dating things. And then I'm just not a good partner, as I've pretty much explained on numerous podcasts. And so I think that if I'm not ready to be a partner, don't be a partner, just be a friend, because then you don't ruin relationships. You can still be friends with everyone. And I want that. And I do feel like what's hard for me is I have a lot of friendships with girls that I really like, and I don't want to jeopardize by being an asshole. So yeah, that's what I want to continue doing. And I think a large part of this podcast, what I'm interested in talking about with you, is how you can have this, because we talked about this on the Weekly Trash, where it's like, can you be friends with someone of the opposite sex without it being sexual, like a platonic friendship? I'm a huge advocate of that, like being yes. And I can understand if you're like married, maybe you don't have a lot of girlfriends, especially if they're like really pretty. Sure, like Josie's side of that, I understand. But I think that I want to just be a really good friend, just a friend to many. So
I think you are a good friend. You've been a good friend to me.
you have too.
Yeah,
And,
I'm a good friend.
I appreciate that. So a friend, a year of friend for me.
The year of friendship.
Yeah.
I love it. So wholesome.
So wholesome. We have some good goals for her.
Sober friendship.
So sober friend. I'm literally my mom's gonna be so proud of me.
Dry friendship.
Dry friendship.
Yeah.
Dry January, dry friends. Like,
This one's for you, Natalie.
Mom, sorry. I'm gonna be better. Promise. So I actually have something that I want to add to that. Never mind. That's
No.
It's
want
gonna
you to
detract
say
from everything I said, but I was
I want to know what you were going to say.
I was just going to say that I was recently on a TikTok live and I was like advocating that we should just all make out more. Like everyone should just like that. I think that making out and kissing is something that people associate too closely to relationships.
I do for sure.
Hot take. Maybe that's like the fuckboy in me, but like imagine I saw a TikTok that the guy said like, why don't we we're on a rock spinning around the sun. You never know how long you have left. Kiss your family and friends more. Maybe not your immediate family. Kiss on the cheek, guys.
Make out with your family more?
Make out. Make out with your friends more. Give them a kiss. What's wrong with that?
Do you feel like you could make out with a platonic friendship? That makeouts are still platonic?
Totally. I don't know why that has to become like, oh, now we're dating because we kissed.
Well, I
'Cause
wouldn't.
hugging's not.
hugging is for 1 second and you don't really learn a lot about someone. I feel like kissing someone, you find out so much about them.
I agree. And maybe that makes your friendship better.
Or worse.
Maybe it makes it worse. I know that I'm on the wrong side of this argument, but I don't think
that's necessarily true. I just think I don't want to kiss anyone that I'm not attracted to, and I don't feel attracted to people and I know this is like a weird thing, but like unless I see someone, how do I want to even say this?
If you can't see them as a partner,
you don't
really want to make out with them.
If I can't see them as a partner, I'm not really attracted to them.
See, and that's the greatest thing about this podcast is you're going to get duality, because I could kiss a lot of people and just be like, hey, that was fun and you're cool. And I hope that you enjoyed that as much as I did. And if it made your day better, what are we talking about?
And I'm kind of like, when I kiss someone, I'm like, are you in love with me?
Yes. That's such a good thing to talk about because it's different. And
which, by the way, is not a Mormon thing.
No, that's not Mormon. That's like, I think that's mostly, I would argue that's mostly girl brain.
It is girl brain, but it's also like,
not all girls.
I am a serial monogamous.
You are a serial monogamous.
I don't date casually. I only
not that is what I've been convicted of. So,
would you disagree with those?
Yeah, no,
allegations?
I would agree that I'm maybe less monogamous than you.
What? Everyone's less monogamous than me.
You're strictly monogamous.
Yeah.
Yeah, love. Tough. Hey, that's long term. That's not really in alignment with the Mormon Church. Just so we're clear.
It is for me. I like it is for me. I'm like, and I think it's not imperative. It's not required that men have several partners.
Doctrinally true that there will just be more women in heaven. So therefore, because of the requirement of being sealed to the opposite sex in order to enter that, there actually will be a polygamous situation. I think that's like deeper. We're getting into like some actual Mormon lore here. And again, I've been out of the game for a while, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not by any means
But you got further into the game than me. I'm not endowed.
And the missionary, as a missionary, I did study it every day for 2 years. And there's things that I love about the church, by the way, teachings that I really, really appreciate. But that was one that I was always like, oh, okay. I mean, does everyone co-sign that? Like, are we all locked into the idea of like, hey, you get to heaven with John Doe, and by the way, Susie over here needs a husband. So are you cool with bringing in a third?
It really depends if I'm friends with Susie, if I like being around her. I think I am.
The dynamic.
I'm very jealous, but if I liked the other girl and I thought she was like, hot and she was, doing her part to contribute to the group average.
What if Susie was Miranda?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you guys.
The more the merrier.
You guys would never get anywhere on time either.
We would never get anywhere on time. And also, I don't think that we would ever spend time with the husband.
No, I don't think you would either.
We would just hang out.
Start to wonder, like, are you guys in a relationship with each other? Or do you like...
We're like, no, and not really with you either. No offense.
Yeah. There's a lot of similarities between Latia's personality and Miranda's. That's probably why we get along. But
true.
Time management is not a strength over there.
Not on one of our strengths. That is one thing. That is a resolution. I want to be more on time and early. That's something randomly Chase is really, really good at.
Randomly. And I think it was my mission. I think that's where I got very punctual.
Really?
And I just locked into being punctual. And I actually wish I was less punctual now because of how frustrated I get when people aren't as punctual as me. I'll show up to things 5 minutes early. And then I'll be like, I got to wait 30 minutes in my car because everyone else shows up late. To a party like on time, which is such a loser thing to do.
Well, which is, by the way, why I don't feel a ton of urgency unless it's a meeting with one person or it's work. Mm-hmm. I don't feel urgency about being on time because when you're on time, you're waiting for other people. So I think outside of a professional setting, normalize
just being a little bit late.
Being late.
There's an acceptable amount of being late. Miranda
flirts with it.
Oh, no. Miranda's never met it. Miranda's foreign to it. She's in an absurd level of late. We'll get into that. Maybe we'll have Miranda come on at some point.
Yeah.
Well, we have a couple things that maybe we discuss. Again, this episode's going to drop after Christmas, potentially after New Year.
Which is also something we just decided, is that it's going to
Yeah.
be in January. And so that's why we're not talking a ton of pop culture. This episode specifically.
Yeah, because it's just going to be different.
Yeah.
I do want to touch on a couple things, though, that are extremely imperative to me.
Same.
And so, therefore, probably you. First and foremost, Bronwyn, Todd are divorced.
They're not divorced. They're separating.
Divorcing.
They are divorcing.
They're separated. They are divorcing. That came out this week. We are massive Bronwyn advocates on this podcast.
Correct.
I want her on my TV more because of, first of all, everything she wears in her confessionals. Incredible.
Incredible.
It
Groundbreaking.
blows
Never
my
been
mind.
done before. Yeah.
It's never been done before. Moschino, was that the one? you showed?
Moschino.
Oh
She's
my
a big,
God.
yeah. Christian Siriano is a dear personal friend that she's
Obsessed.
worn many of his pieces. He came to the Watch What Happens Live when she was there.
I can't believe that I was not.
He is an
well-versed in the
artiste.
game.
He's
Okay, so
very talented.
Todd and Bronwyn, that was shocking to me.
It's shocking, but also not. Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, I like, we talked to Todd briefly at that, and at least you did. And he seemed like a really nice guy.
Yeah, I think that no matter how nice the guy is and how rich he is, I wouldn't tolerate being embarrassed by him. And Bronwyn doesn't strike me as a type to put up with being publicly shamed by your husband's infidelity either.
And she shouldn't be.
Yeah, not to say that that's like why, but
I love Bronwyn, and this is me formally shooting my shot, by the way. Take everything away about what I said about platonic friends. I would 100% be locked in to dating Bronwyn.
Bronwyn, you're the exception.
I need roughly $1 billion to be in the correct tax bracket for that. To be
In
able
order
to,
to...
because I want her to be able to buy the Moschino dress, by the way. Like, go get every single thing that you want to wear. I'm missing a small component that will make this work, and that's about roughly $1 billion. So we can crowdsource, maybe.
We'll work on it. That's a New Year's resolution. Make $1 billion.
Donate. Maybe a GoFundMe. GoFundMe and Bronwyn.
To fund Chase's first date with Bronwyn.
just a first date. A place I've never heard of in Salt Lake that's abnormally expensive.
I would love to see you take Bronwyn to Lake Effect.
Oh.
You'd shut the place
You
down.
just described my kingdom, like
Dream
my
date.
celestial kingdom.
The other thing is, you know that you're not getting away with anything.
Oh, I have to lock in.
Yeah.
No, Bronwyn would really bring out the best in me. And there's also another rumored potential split. Do we even talk about this one yet? I saw like an article. I sent it to you and was like, is this real? Because there's some bullshit articles out there.
Whitney and potentially Justin.
Which I am not.
Splitsville.
I cannot. If that happens, I will be sad for months because I see them regularly at the gym and I love them both. I love their kids. Love that family. I'm rooting for them to not get divorced, and I'm rooting for Bronwyn to go ahead and follow through with her divorce.
I will say though,
Sorry.
they merged their businesses. And did you watch that scene when Whitney was essentially like, I followed your advice
Yeah.
for my cosmetic company, and it sounds like Justin wanted it to be more of an MLM structure, and Whitney wanted to sell to retailers like Sephora or Ulta. And I think that there's also like social cachet in being at your brand being carried at Sephora and Ulta, and there is kind of a stigma around MLM.
Yes.
And so I think she really took a risk in listening to his advice. And in their conversation, I feel like it was such a typical man response to doing something wrong, which is like, yeah, okay, I did something wrong. What do you want me to do about it? I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. And I think that it's taking like the minimum amount of accountability. And I don't know, that was a scene in a show, but it definitely struck a chord with me.
Yeah.
Where when you're in a relationship and someone does something and they disappoint you or they break trust or something, and you're like, this really hurt me, and they're like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. And it's like, okay, like That's not empathy, but men are so calibrated to get past it, to be like, okay, well, let's skip to it. You're like this for sure. Let's skip to the part where we're good again. And I just want to say the part.
Sorry.
I just want to say sorry so that I can move past it.
Yeah.
And girls, I think, women want to dig in a little bit more and be like, why did you say this? Or talk about their feelings, like the ins and outs a little bit more, and feel heard and seen and understood, and almost kind of like game plan. How do we avoid this moving forward? Like, I'm invested in our relationship long term. So how do we like move forward with this? And men are like, well, I just won't do it again. Sorry.
Hold on. Let's just get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually agree with that, because I've struggled with that in the past, and I think that there's, and again, you know, like you said it, you never know how they cut that scene. Maybe there was a more genuine apology from Justin, because I do think that he's a really good dude. But obviously, I can understand Whit's frustration with taking a risk.
That's the thing too, is I don't think it makes him a bad guy. No. To me, it struck a chord, that dynamic of that conversation of her being like, hey, I'm hurt. Yeah. I'm noticing it affecting our relationship. I'm feeling really resentment.
About it.
Yeah.
Really, really down.
And him saying, okay, well, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do about it?
Yeah. It's a tough thing, man.
Which also just speaks to the mental load that women carry a little bit of like, well, what do you want me to do about it? Where men say, I did something wrong. Okay, well, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? And it's like, I want you to use your brain and think of a creative solution to fixing this situation that we're in because of your choices. Like, let's brainstorm, and I'd like to see you come up with a few solutions of what you can do better or whatever.
What you can do.
Yeah, like how do we improve it? Where do we go from here? Instead of just, okay, sorry, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. No, I really agree with that. And I just, I hope that those two can work it out. I love them. And I know they're kids and think they're awesome. And I love Whit and I love Justin. So just a lot going on in the Real Housewives of Salt Lake, which is just phenomenal TV.
One thing I will say that I feel very strongly about is the future is bright for Bronwyn. Oh, yeah, well, I think she is only going to rise from the ashes. And I think that it's sad right now. So I feel bad because it's never.
Sad. And I just really think that, like, if she needs a shoulder to cry on, I'm happy to be that guy.
Year one with your guns out.
Yeah. I don't think that she would approve of my wardrobe as much as
with your cutoff in December.
Dude, they sent me this. Yes, Chief. Like, shameless plug. Bronwyn can dress me though if she was like, hey, I want you to start wearing this Italian sounding brand that I've never ever heard of, and that you have to actually have like a
Todd does dress pretty well.
Oh, sure. Again, tax bracket is the problem that it really we need to solve for that. Anything else on like really, really, really relevant pop culture things? I don't think so. I mean, I always want to do a minute with Corinna, our Corinna minute, our queen.
Things are going pretty well right now. I know she skipped her Christmas countdown today. But she said she's going to do 2 tomorrow, so no worries. Okay, her friend recently had a birthday. She did a pasta puzzle.
Okay.
I also noticed that she had a sugar cookie breve from Starbucks, which
I have to get one.
As you should.
Yeah. I will be trying that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Our love for Corinna.
I think she's a little under the weather, but other than that,
she doesn't love the cold. Cold affects her.
No, and it is snowing. She is having some snow days.
Yeah. Bless. We love Corinna. Our queen. One of the segments too that we talk about is the guy girl friendencies, by the way, which we've kind of touched on, and that's going to be really a staple in this podcast, is the dynamics of guys and girls, and then friendencies is the way to word it, because that's my goal next year. Wanted to talk about this with you, and there's a couple things. What did you want to start on? Do the Daily Mail guy going through the trends that are turning men away?
Oh, yeah. I kind of wanted... So there was this TikTok of a Daily Mail article where a guy said all of like the different things that women are doing to turn men away that are turning men off. And the TikTok the TikTok was satirical. It was more, because it was all collagen face masks are so ugly. It wasn't anything behavioral. It was like
it was just procedures.
Yeah, it was like your art on your nails. No. Eyelashes, Botox, etc. Which is just nonsense to me. And I was like, the guy who wrote that's an idiot. But
yeah, I actually think that you're nailing it on the head. I think any guy that has too rigid of an opinion about girls getting procedures on their body, that's a red flag.
Yes, agree. That being said, is there any procedure?
There's procedures that scare me.
That is a turnoff for you.
What's the one where they like fillet the outside of your facelift?
Oh, facelift, sure.
Not because if you get a facelift and it looks good, cool. I just have seen, I somehow stumbled upon them showing how that is done, and it fucking terrified me.
100%. No, it's not
because they just
pleasant.
Literally like cut the outside of it and then pull it in. So scary. I don't know. I don't know that I'm like. Obviously, I do think that it's true to say when girls have like 15 procedures done and it's like, oh, you know, BBL, like all that. I eventually get to a point where you're like, oh, it's a lot, you know. But if it looks good and you like it, I don't think it's like it ends the conversation of wanting to hang out with them. I don't know. I'm very pro like whatever you think looks good on you. If I think that you're attractive, I obviously think it looks good on you. I think the conversation changes though if it's like your partner. You know what I mean?
So how does it change?
I just think like if you're say you married to someone and they're like, hey, I want to do this. I think that you should first of all their body, their choice. Big advocate of that. But then if it's like I want to do this, and it's I don't know. Eventually somebody like, hey, you look really hot by the way. I really like. I just think I try to toe the line of. Like I probably should get Botox, by the way, in my forehead, but like I've never done it.
I think it can look so weird when boys get
guys
Botox.
Have like I know, and that's why I don't think I will because I think that
I don't think you should. I don't like it when, and this is so hypocritical because I absolutely get Botox.
Sure,
but I think it looks really feminine when men get Botox.
And I mean, you're talking to nails painted guy with too much jewelry, so like I think there's a level of
it's a different kind though. I don't know how to explain it, but it's different.
I think it's a blessing to age. So like I don't mind showing a little bit of a weathered forehead around. Of like, hey, I've been around for 30 years and I've seen some shit. You know? I'm not hiding from that. And I've had some forehead line comments in my videos. Those don't really bug me. Oh, can I tell you a comment that wrecked me and made me consider deleting all social media and moving to a foreign country?
Yeah.
Holy shit. This is a slight detour, but like there was a video and I was looking, it was like one of the thirst traps where people are saying nice things about me. And I was like, hell yeah. Sometimes frequent those comment sections for an ego boost. This person goes, I like Chase, but I do think that he looks like he would be easy to draw because he has a really round head. And I was like,
that's what got you?
Holy shit, new insecurity unlocked.
Heads are supposed to be round.
I guess, but how come I'm feeling bad about it now? I was like, whoa. He looks like he would be easy to draw. And I was like, yikes. I don't know why. That's stuck with. I'll never forget that.
I think
I'll never forget it.
That's interesting. He looks like he would be easy to draw.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm wearing beanies that are pointy now because I'm like I have to bring out a different size or like shape to my head.
I think you got to look inward with that one because I don't think that I don't think there was negative intent. You want to be hard to draw? Really?
Yeah, like I need a Michelangelo to draw me right, not your 4-year-old toddler. They're like, oh, that's pretty good. That's a good drawing of Chase. Like you just did a circle and eyes.
I think that's great.
They're like, wow, you nailed it.
Because do you know what my mind immediately thought of? Is I was like, no wrinkles.
You could
if it's easy to draw, they're probably not drawing wrinkles. They're probably not drawing like my little fat pads that go right here that I love. They're fine, but I notice them. I think it would make my face harder to draw.
Isn't it funny though, like the little things that you see that like I don't need some of the comments. You're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's some that you're like, oh.
Like, I got one this weekend that was like, you look like your shoulders are permanently shrugged. Like
I don't even agree with that.
Try relaxing your shoulders. And so I watched the video and I was like, I do shrug, but it's when I'm going like this. Like I'm looking over my shoulder when I'm checking my outfit. I'm looking over and so I'm like pulling my shoulder close to my face so I can see my back.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. It's not even like negative ones that are like, you are ugly, which I don't think happen very often, but it's ones that are like, oh,
It's like weird. Like, I'd never noticed that about myself.
that weirdly cut pretty deep, actually.
That was the round.
Yeah.
Easy to draw. Yeah. I had to bring that up.
So no procedures that you would say are,
I think
you think BBLs are fine?
I will say there's one. Well, I don't know. I don't know that I've actually experienced a lot of BBLs, but I'm curious. So slide in the DMs if you're interested in showing me.
I do think with procedures, sometimes if you get a lot of them, you get like procedure blindness, or you get like filler blindness, and you kind of are too much in the weeds of little fine lines, little wrinkles, and then you start to just not really look like yourself anymore. And I think there's definitely like a look of filler, Botox, facelift, kind of has, I think they call it Instagram face.
Yeah.
Where everyone kind of starts to look the same because they're trying to make their eyes look bigger and their nose smaller and their lips bigger and their cheekbones higher. Filler. Yeah.
Well, let me say one thing, because we know that, first of all, Utah is the like get work done capital of the world. And I think that a lot of women do a great job with it. I do think that like there's women on the show, obviously. You know who I think's had procedures done and she looks fucking incredible is Jessie.
Oh, Jessie looks great.
She looks great. And like half the time, she's very transparent about like, hey, I got this done. And she'll show you the whole process, which I think is really cool. And she looks awesome. So I think that there's guys that will say, this is like a common, I like natural girls that don't wear makeup and they like always look, and it's like, okay, dude, they're not doing that, first of all, for you. They're not putting makeup on so that you think they look hot. They're putting it on for the female gaze and also because they want to feel feminine.
We're putting makeup on, and I'll speak for myself because it makes me feel put together. It's also just kind of like a ritual. Like I think it's just kind of when you grow up, you watch your mom do it or you watch girls on TV do it and you want to try it. And then there are beauty trends and it's fun. I love getting ready. I was with like...
It's a hobby. It's like something you do that's literally a hobby.
It's a fun pastime. Yeah, like how boys like go, I don't know, like play basketball or whatever. Like,
or go to the gym and get massive.
Right.
Like, girls might be like, oh, I think you look too big. And
it's like a fun bonding ritual for women to like get ready together.
I also think that this is also true, where I think on the general consensus, if you polled 100 girls and 100 guys, when they go out, like guys go out with way more of a objective of like finding a girl and attracting a girl than I think girls do. I think girls go out maybe sometimes to like, I want to meet a guy, but way more so to just go have a good time with their girlfriends. And I think for the most part, guys,
it's fun to just look cute and be silly with your friends and wear
like,
a cute outfit.
Why are they wearing makeup like that or doing that with their hair or whatever? Like they don't like that doesn't look good to me. And it's like, buddy, humble yourself. You're not on the top 5 things that she came out here for.
Yeah. No worries. It's not for you. Like, it's actually for me. It's my face.
Well, it's like also if we're going to do this critique thing, like, where do you want me to start with you, bud? If someone has a super round head and you think they look easy to draw, maybe just keep that one to yourself. Maybe they don't need to know that.
Maybe that only, yikes. Maybe that only comes up if they ask you to draw them.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this will be easy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will take me 2 minutes. No.
On the topic of thinking people are attractive and why we date people and what makes us attracted to them, there is this kind of trending conversation topic that men date for men.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought this was so interesting. So the gist of it is that a man might find a woman attractive, and if he knows that other people or specifically other men don't find her attractive, he will not date her, no matter how attracted to her he is, because it's very important to men for other men to approve of their partner.
I agree with this 100%. I think that there are a lot of guys in a lot of relationships, and I've even experienced that at times where there's a girl that I maybe think that I had a good time hanging out with, and then I ask my friend, and they're like, oh, dude, like, I don't like her. and you're immediately like, oh, do I? And I think that like it's a good moment to have a little bit of reflection in, because I think that if you actually are dating someone because of approval you're getting from anyone else, not even just dating someone, if you're doing anything in life because of the approval you get from your peers, I think that stems from insecurity.
100%.
And I think a lot of guys are insecure. And so that makes sense to me. I don't think that's how it should be. And I don't think that's like the groundwork or foundational piece to a happy relationship. But I think that whether unintentionally or unconsciously, that does happen a lot.
I think too that it's tricky because so I am a brown girl in Utah that wants to date someone, and what I look like doesn't really conform to the normal beauty standard in Utah specifically. Mm-hmm. I think that it's very like European features, like white traits.
Yeah, white
and
blue eyes,
blonde hair.
Yeah.
And I think that for most of my dating in Utah have always felt like I just know when I walk into a room that I'm not going to be like someone that like normal Mormon boys, like I'm not turning heads for them because I don't really fit into what they see for their life.
Their beauty standard.
Their
local beauty standard, which we're all, whether you think about it or not, we all are a product of our minds are a product of what we see every day.
Right.
Totally. Yeah.
And Utah, I think, is not really a place where uniqueness is appreciated and celebrated.
Sure.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So
I for sure agree.
Yeah. I definitely felt like it was true because I'll be having conversations with people or I'll meet men or whatever, and I'm like, I know that you like me. Like I know you're attracted to me, but they don't pursue me. They don't try to.
I think it's because they're like, oh.
And that's the thing too, is like it's so hard to blame it on that, and I don't want to like be like a victim to it. Do you know what I mean? Of he doesn't like me because it must be like the race thing. But I think that it is that. Like it's okay. Like, and to me, if me not being like white and blonde is enough to put you off of me, mm-hmm. then we're not suited. Like that's okay. I don't feel like I'm missing out on that, but I do think that it definitely has impacted like
you're dodging a bullet.
My dating experience. Yeah, I do think it has impacted my dating experience in Utah.
Sure. And saying it's impacted it, I think is completely true. I think it's funny because I think that different guys look for different things, obviously. There's a lot of variance in preference and different people. But I do think it's especially true what you said, that Utah's not exactly on the forefront of diversity when it comes to,
anything? When it comes to anything?
Literally anything. Granted, I think that, what I like about Salt Lake County is I feel like it's getting better. Like there's more people that are moving to Salt Lake. It's becoming such a tech hub. There's so many jobs here now. It's a booming economy, which helps attract people from other states. And ironically, we always make fun of people here. Like there's like a lot of attitude about people moving from California. I am on the side of like, hey, tell them to come and bring all their recipes because we need more food options here.
Yeah, we don't love that it drives the house prices up.
Sure.
But we do love...
But you know what? I don't want to blame
a diversity
all
of having a point of view.
Different point of view, different looks. Like I want different. That's also going to attract like more artists, like people that like better concerts,
better culture.
But I think it's interesting that, like you said, that the approval element with guys is I really think it is very, very true. And I don't even think that most guys think about the fact that it's true. That's
the thing is, I don't even think that...
I think they don't even know it.
No, 100%. I don't think it's a conscious thing.
Because if you asked them point blank, like, hey, you're not dating her because your friends don't approve, right? They'd be like, oh, no, fuck that. Like, I would never... But I do think it's like an unconscious or subconscious or whatever, where it's like, oh, yeah, like maybe I always envisioned this for myself. And it's like a blonde girl or whatever that's from
and not even like necessarily like not too much on blondes. I love blondes.
Yeah, we love blondes.
Yeah, I just think that
Love blondes.
It definitely, when I saw that TikTok, it like struck a chord with me with my experience dating in Utah. And especially because anytime I go anywhere else, I feel like I get so much more attention
Sure.
going out or
Really?
anywhere. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Not NFR this weekend. I think that was kind of an extension of Utah culture. But I think,
Really?
yeah, but I think like if I go to LA or if I go to New York or
See, but I
even
actually-
Chicago.
I'm going to push back on this because I think that you are obviously like extremely, extremely pretty. So I think that you're probably a little bit, what's the word? Like you've almost been hardened by the expectation maybe of turning heads. Because I think that you actually do a lot. And you're just grew. I totally think you do. And so maybe it's like, oh, a certain level of it is where you're like, okay, I feel like maybe I'm being noticed more just by the eye of people around here, the collective eye. Whereas in Utah, first of all, you know, you're right. Like, I think that we're kind of breaking out of norms here, but I wonder if you are also just a little bit desensitized to the fact that you already kind of do turn heads a lot.
Well, I think
'Cause
that
you are way different. Your style's different. Your look's different.
But I think that I'm
Tall.
specifically talking about men.
Yeah.
Because I think that like when I meet girls, and this is like such an annoying thing to talk about kind of, but I think like the response is pretty consistent among all women. I get like, you know, pretty much the same response. But to me, it's the response of men in Utah
'cause women know
versus
ball.
the men. Women know ball, and they're not like their social status isn't attached to what they think of me.
Yeah,
I guess
true,
you know what I mean.
Totally. Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but
No, I think it's a good topic to discuss because, again, we are dealing with guy brain here. This is a topic that involves guy brain, and anytime you involve guy brain, I think you have to kind of almost go back to elementary school.
it totally also kind of is in the same line as like trophy wives.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And
Like
that's- oh, yeah.
rich men that aren't, you know, conventionally attractive are able to like
And they want
get a baddie, and they're like,
super hot
oh,
girl. They just tell what to do, and that's why I think there's been a resurgence of the whole trad wife trend, because like there's a huge audience for that, because that is maybe a suppressed desire of a lot of males, is like a submissive, do whatever I say, don't have loud opinions. I
kind
kinda
of
do
like
what I
you're the
want.
king of the kingdom.
I'm the king of the kingdom, and you're my queen / court jester mostly. And so maybe that's what it is. And I, again, think that mentality stems from insecurity for sure. And maybe a scorned man, no, what's the phrase? Like, I'm not going to be able to put it together right now, but I bet you it's a lot of times what that comes from is a guy who early on maybe asked a girl out that maybe was a little bit out of his league or he thought was really pretty and then didn't get the time of day. So then resorts to like anger and is like, you know what I want? I want a girl that just does whatever I says and doesn't tell me no. You know, maybe
I don't
that's
think
kind of
that
the
there's
psychology.
anything more dangerous to a relationship than a man's insecurity.
Oh yeah,
I think that is the number one thing that scares me
100%.
is because I think it's why men cheat. It's why they don't prioritize their marriage and they favor an approval from their friends or their colleagues or getting ahead at work or their fitness or whatever it is stems from an insecurity. And it is most of the time, I think they put their partner on the back burner to prioritize getting approval from other men.
Well, that's why, you know what I have a theory on is my favorite internet moment of the last year was Coldplay concert.
Oh.
And you know why? It's because what's his name was CEO, obviously made tons of money, and he wasn't even a bad looking guy, but I bet you when he was young, he didn't get girls.
Yes.
Guarantee it. Guarantee he didn't get girls.
Yeah.
Go, I don't even know anything about that guy. Do the research. Guarantee you in high school and his adolescent years of the upbringing when he has a malleable young mind, he still like remembers
getting put in the
getting
friend zone.
turned down by the cheerleader or the whatever. And so that's why he's all over whatever HR lady that was. And I think it's so true. Despite having accomplished, the career aspect, he's made tons of money. and
already it
cool
seems
dude, like he
was
good-looking
in
guy.
a marriage, like
Yeah, in a marriage, he
had a
what
life.
you wanted, but he, I think, resorted to trying to heal those insecurities, and that's why we should always be very pro therapy on this podcast. We should get like a BetterHelp sponsorship so that I can start going more frequently. But, yeah, I think that, like you said, the most dangerous part of any relationship dynamic is the insecurity of the man.
Yeah.
Speaking is one that kind of ruined my relationship with Miranda. So, ugh.
And I think that, and I don't know if I want to say this, but I think that I went through a breakup on TV, and I got a lot of feedback, I guess, on, oh, you didn't take it personally. Like, you didn't ask, like, well, my instinct wasn't to say, well, what's wrong with me? Why didn't you pick me? Why am I not enough? And I think that I can attribute it to being brought up in a home of love where I was taught that I have value. But I also think that I am enough. Like, I am.
You
so
don't even need to ask.
Yeah. So
like, I guess I'm not a fit, whatever.
And so
yeah.
It's kind of just like, if you are in a relationship and he cheats or he breaks up with you or he can't commit to you or whatever,
it's a him thing.
It's okay. Like, let him go. Like, it is so much more worth your time to let go and heal from that and put your efforts into finding someone that is confident and can show up and not project his insecurities onto you than to try and hold on and like try and help a man gain the confidence that he needs in order to be with you.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, and I think
it's not what did I do wrong or what were you missing? It's like, oh, you're not.
Some degree of that is fine, but I do think that as women, we over-index on what's wrong with us or things that we did wrong. And it's easy to, because those are things you can control. Those are things you can fix. Those are things you can work on. But I think sometimes it's just that, oh, like, I invested time and energy into someone that wasn't able to meet me where I'm at.
Yeah.
And so
didn't match the
it's unfortunate because I've wasted time and energy and I love them, and you're invested in them and in the relationship, but it's okay to let it go, and you're better off by yourself, number one, and number two, spending your time and energy finding someone that wants to meet you where you're at.
And to be on the other side of that, as men who, if you are hurting people because you can't get over the fact that you maybe didn't get girls when you were younger or whatever insecurity it is, just be friends with people. Like, that's what I'm pushing for. To stop hurting people in relationships. And I learned that the hard way multiple times.
I think do the work, because I think that it's a lot of times it's the thing that we were talking about with Whitney and Justin, where you just throw your hands up and you're like, I'm sorry, I don't know, I want to move past it. And it's like, on. And it's like, I understand that you're sorry. I know that your intent wasn't to hurt me. Unfortunately, that was the consequence. Mm-hmm. So what's the deeper issue here that's making you
like there's a bullet
make
hole
these
wound
choices
inside of me and you're trying to put a Band-Aid on it?
Yeah, we're solving like the symptoms of something instead of like the greater issue. Yeah. Okay, well, so what do you think? I'm gonna put Chase on the spot and we can cut it out. What do you think is like part of your deeper issue for emotional, like talking to chicks when you're in a relationship?
I do think that I have a proclivity to just having relationships, like friendships. Like, I do have such a social battery, like, and I do think that, like, I watch my son right now and I'm like, oh, he's got what I have. Like, he wants to hang out with people, all girl or boy. Like, he just wants to hang out and play, and it doesn't even matter.
He wants people to like him.
He wants people to like him and hang out with him. And I think he gets a lot of fulfillment out of hanging out with people and socializing and shared experiences. And I think I do too. And I also think that, like, I never really explored this about myself because of my upbringing, obviously, where, like, obviously in Mormonism, like, monogamy is now that's what's practiced. And I think that, like, it's been practiced for a long time, but that's not like a shot.
We had a short stint where we tried something that didn't work out.
Yeah, there's a little polygamy going on way back in the day. Good old Brigham. But I don't even know if I'm like, I actually think that I don't know if I want to be in a monogamous relationship in the near future. Like, not to say that I want to be in a polygamous one. I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying, like, I don't even know if I want that. And I don't know if I think at the end of the day, like, you can only give the version of yourself that you actually at your core really, really want. The comment that's going to be true for me always is like, oh, and then the most frequently commented thing in my comment sections is like, oh, you fumbled. And I'm like, yeah, I did. I fumbled big time because Miranda is a 10 and in way more ways than just looks. But I also think that it's in her best interest and mine that we are co-parents and like friends. I don't think I was a good partner for her. I don't know that I am gonna be at any point soon. Maybe it's because I need to do some work. I don't know. I just don't know that I think I get so much fulfillment out of having friendships and not having any sort of restriction on that. Because I'm just a socialite to my core. And I don't know, maybe there's a deeper level of this that I can understand through professional help. And that's something I should work on. But like, yeah, I don't know. I just think that for me, it's more of, I feel like I get a lot of fulfillment out of relationships with people, boy or girl, that I just don't want to feel like I have any restrictions on. I feel like I maybe did in a marriage as one, totally fair. So I think that I'm better operating outside of that right now in a relationship in general. So I don't know. What's really sad is that you said it best. Like I'm not going to find Miranda's like the hottest person ever. And she also going forward, like she's not going to find anyone else that's hotter. Just kidding. She's already talking to people that are hotter and it's very upsetting. And so
you have great qualities too.
Yeah, I have great qualities, but I also have to.
But I think that's the thing too, though, is women don't date for women.
No,
we date someone
for the connection.
We date someone for the connection. We date someone because they make us feel seen, understood, safe, and like protected, and like they're a partner that's invested in.
Women
us.
Date the way that you should date.
Yeah,
which is like how do we connect? What's the commonalities here? Do we vibe? Do we like being around each other?
This was something that I was talking about with Miranda this weekend, actually, is it's so funny that like the most attractive thing a man could ever say to me is something that he noticed about me. Get in my truck is crazy. No, the most attractive thing that a man could say to me is something that he noticed about me.
Really?
Or something that he remembered that I said.
Like something that's like
nothing makes me more attracted to a man than him being like Miranda was like that she's gluten-free. That she mentioned it one time offhandedly, like, yeah, like I like gluten, like upsets my stomach, whatever. And that like a few weeks later, he's like, oh, I know you're gluten. You're gluten-free. Like, can you eat this? I just want to make sure that I'm like nothing
obsessed
makes me feel more
remember the detail.
Yeah, nothing makes us feel more seen or
because a lot of people tell you, hey, you're so pretty, or I love your outfit, or it's like that's unique though, because it's like, oh, you actually remember,
you care about me as a person, you're listening to what I say.
And it's not looks oriented, it's just like, oh, you care.
It's just like being understood and being remembered is so much more valuable and so much more attractive than someone that is attracted to you.
Yeah, I like that. And
hot tip for boys.
Hot tip. Remember that
remember little
there's
things
girls
about
out there
her.
that are gluten-free nowadays. Maybe just tuck that into your back pocket, because you know what my rebuttal is to all the women nowadays on the trend of like men used to go to war, now they have their fingernails painted. Yeah, well, women used to be able to handle gluten. So
we used to not have stomach issues.
Miranda went through like a dairy-free stage too. So our fridge was like, it was tough sledding.
Yeah.
I remember opening that
just
up
like a tumbleweed in your fridge.
I feel like I'm in jail.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just gluten-free crackers and almond milk.
What are we? There's no options.
Yeah.
I love that. And you're right. I think that the detail part of that makes a lot of sense. I love that. I do think that girls date for the right reason, typically way more than guys. And guys need to.
Women date for how men make them feel. I think men date for
how it makes them look.
What other men think of them.
Guys, we got to do better. We got to do better. It sucks that I'm the champion of like telling guys what to do on this podcast right now. Like that's the state of where we got to. But
I feel like you're more an authority on what not to do at this point in time.
Yeah. Like we have I'm the devil on your shoulder and Latia's the angel. And so like, we'll kind of give you, maybe that'd be a good t-shirt, like a little merch option.
Yeah. There we go.
Love that. Okay. Well, like we said, we are going to drop this episode. It will be after the new year, potentially, is what we're kind of thinking. So this will be a little bit, a couple weeks, where, Bronwyn's divorce is still going to be very relevant in my mind in 2 weeks and potentially 2 years. But just know that we are going to be doing this now weekly. We're going to do a podcast weekly. We'll be dropping these episodes once a week, early in the week too, because that's when me and Latia listen to our podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Monday, Tuesday podcast guy.
Same.
Maybe a Wednesday, but towards the weekend it gets harder for me. So
Same.
We're going to be your friends through, loneliness, and hopefully you start to take some of this information of what to do and what not to do, and it helps you become less lonely in potentially a companionship.
Let us know too. If anyone listens, if anything strikes a chord, let us know how it makes you.
If you put anything into practice and it works, or you do something that you don't do something that I said not to do because I tried it and it didn't work, let us know. We'd love to know. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to eventually also get an email where we want to get some user submitted emails. We'll get working on that. Mm-hmm. So stay tuned, and thanks for tuning in to Lonely Friends with me and Latia.
Thanks. Love you guys. Bye.
Love. That was good.